Hi, this is Deborah Torres, author of Amish fiction, and I'm here to review another book for you. This one is Beverly Lewis's The Untied, and I'm super excited to talk about this book. I read it a few years ago, but it's just kind of one of those cozy beach reads. One of those things that you kind of maybe want to take with you to the beach if you're going this year, and if you're not, maybe the beach will come to you when you're reading this book. But this book is kind of special to me just because I met Beverly Lewis at a book signing or a book tour, one of her book tours, whenever she was talking about this book. I didn't know anything about this book, but I heard that Beverly Lewis was going to be there. And if you don't know who Beverly Lewis is, she is who people refer to her as the queen of Amish fiction. She is one of the first who started writing Amish books and continues to write them to this day. But anyway, I went to her book signing and heard her talk about the Amish, heard her talk a little bit about herself and her writing process, and it was really, really good. And at the end, people just line up and get a chance to buy her book and then have her sign it. And so I wanted to do that as well. So that's what I did. I went ahead and bought her book and walked up to her, and basically as a new author, that was before my book was written. So I was new, I was learning, and I had a lot of questions. Actually, I had like 3 questions, burning questions that I wanted to ask her. So I asked her and I sat down with her, and I was just so surprised at how real she was. She was so ready to help me. She asked me a couple of crucial questions about the Amish that I was supposed to know that I didn't know. So I had to kind of go back and do my homework. She also recommended, I asked her, one of the questions I asked her was, what kind of research does she do? And she recommended actually this book to me by Donald Crabell and a couple other authors. And this book has been really, really good for me as an author, but also would be good for you if you're just interested in the Amish and you really want to dig deep into this subculture and learn more about them. Highly recommend it. I still need to continue to plow my way through it, and as I do, I'm just always underlining and highlighting and making notes in the margins because it's such a good, rich book. But anyway, back to the Untied. This is a cool book because Beverly, the thing I like about her is that she takes an area and she learns about it before she actually writes about it. And that was something that I noticed that she did for me as a reader, and for all of us as we read this book, is she did her research on Cape May, New Jersey. And that's where this book takes place. Apparently, Beverly, when she was a little girl, used to go to Cape May, New Jersey a lot. And so she had that in her mind already, those days at the beach. But she also was on another book tour and went through a small town near Cape May, New Jersey, and said, I want to do one of my settings here. So anyway, this is the setting for her book. It was so good, actually, the setting part, so that she talks about things like the concrete ship in Cape May. I've got it here, the Rotary Park, the bandstand. Those are some things that are signature to that area. And it was to the point where I had a new coworker, and he was from Cape May, New Jersey, and I was able to say, hey, I know a little bit about that area. Never been there. But because of Beverly Lewis's book, I was able to talk about it with him and relate to him more because I knew a little bit about the area. So anyway, this is a good book. It's about a young Amish woman. Her name is Sally Reel, and she loves to travel. She loves the idea of travel and going places, and has this dream and burning in her heart to travel. But if you know anything about the Amish, they do a little traveling, but not like, big other country places. And it's not a real big part of their culture. But it was a big part of Sally's heart. And she wanted to travel, but she was actually in line to start her baptism classes to be baptized into the Amish church. And so anyway, she gets an incredible opportunity to be a nanny with an Englisher family. They're going to Cape May, New Jersey for a month or 2 in the summer. So she gets the opportunity to go. So the opportunity to travel and try new things and new places. So her parents allow her to go, and she does go. But she just learns a lot while she's there. It's a sweet, like I said, a sweet beach read. Little romance things happen there in New Jersey. I'm not going to say everything that happens, but she does meet a young Mennonite man and learns a little bit more about the Mennonite church and all that's part of that. So that's good as well. There is a subplot with her little girl that she's watching, and being a nanny for Autumn has some problems with her baby brother, just some feelings and some jealousy there. So that's always kind of like interesting, and learning about parenting and learning about little children and that kind of thing as well. So anyway, I would highly recommend this. Again, if you're going to the beach, or if you want the beach to come to you, I would suggest you read the Untied. And also a little bit about me, author of Amish fiction. I have a book that I am going to be released and publishing next May. It's called The Forbidden Gift. But if you want to learn a little bit more about me as an Amish author, I encourage you to sign up for my author newsletter. And when you do, you will get a free cookbook, 30-page cookbook of Amish and Mennonite recipes. These are great, unique recipes that were made by Amish and Mennonite men and women. And things like shoe-fly pie and friendship bread and whoopie pies. And there's some other meal type items there as well. But really encourage you to get it if you like to cook Amish or eat Amish and Amish food. And so anyway, there in the bottom in the notes, you can sign up for my author newsletter. And also, if you're interested in Amish books, but you don't know what to read, subscribe to my channel, because I'm reading them for you and reviewing them for you here. So we'll see you on the next book review.